First, the top stories. 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins its second monsoon session today. AMSU stages protest demanding appointment of regular registered controller of the MU. Bomb found planted at the residential gate of Kairao GP Pradhan Khangabam Chaurajit last evening. India records 16,866 fresh COVID cases along with 41 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours. Hello, good evening. You're watching Pony TV English News. I'm Christina and now the news in detail. The monsoon session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly started at Manipur Legislative Assembly, Chingmairong, chaired by Speaker T.H. Satyaberta Singh today. Starting today, the assembly session will continue for 12 days. The 12-day session will have 11 sitting without having a gap, except on Sunday. Unlike in the past, the upcoming assembly session will have sitting on Saturday as well. Power, Forest, Environment and Climatic Change Minister T.H. Biswajit opened the session with condolence to sudden demise of Yengkhom Thambal, who represent Kakching Assembly constituency, and also produced report of None district landslide, which include compensation of 5 lakh to those who lost their life in that incident and 50,000 to those who are injured. He also presented reports on CHRISTINA landslide, where 5 lakh compensation were given to those who lost their life and 12,700 rupees to those who were seriously injured and 4,300 rupees to those who were injured on that day. Later on, Thoubal SC MLA Okram Ibobi and Tamay constituency MLA Awang Bao Nyumay give condolence on sudden demise of Yengkhom Thambal and those who lost their life in Makwam and CHRISTINA incident, and wish speedy recovery to those who were injured on those incidents. All Manipur Students Union AMSU state protest at the campus of the university demanding the concerned authority to appoint regular registered, regular controller and non-teaching staff for a better Dhanamantri University. During the protest, a volunteer of AMSU Law Directorate of University and Higher Education's office. Speaking about the protest, AMSU's Vice President Laisram Athauba stated that there is no obstruction in establishment of more universities, but first must appoint regular registered, regular controller and non-teaching staff for a better Dhanamantri University. Due to shortage of staff, students are facing problems since many years. He added that since the MU became university, there have been issues with admit card and mark sheet issuance, and it is the indication of administration error. In this regard, the union had already sent a memorandum to the director, but instead of implementing their demand, the state government intends to establish new university. He continued that AMSU will continue its various agitation until their demand is met.
University, University, regular BC Housibawa Tamidava said, Atu Matamda, Masi problem said, Masi Slope View, University Masingan Yamba Havasi, Mahiro Singidi, Labakam of Pavani, Adubo, Housic, Danamaju University, regular BC the Gihena, Laitava, Restar, Laitava, Adagi, controller Laitava, problem Mayamka, Satra Singa, Mayamka, Mayona Ladiva. Danamaju University is at Masi Mapum Pava University, Ohelakanda, Adumlava, University, Amadanate, Anihumni Kapiva, Wina, Harana, Taram, Oxegani, Sakatpa, Manipurama, Ohenga, Hamatam, the education, the Yauna Sungayaro, Aduna, education, Sakalabaganda, Lamtamasa, Sakapa Poracani, Ohongo Poracani, Aduna, education, Masi Sakanava, Emsuna, Taliba demands से मसी थबक तो ओंतोक पिननबा हन्ना अपील तौजरी हेन्ना कनबा अखोई पुंगजंग जंसनबा सेम सारगा लै हाबसे हन्ना अखोई मणिपुर लेंगाकता अखोई सिग्नल बिजर.
A suspected IED found planted at the residential gate of Kairao Gram Panchayat's Pradhan Khangabam Chaurajit, aged 50, son of K. Noyon of Langdum Maning Lekai under Irilbung Police Station in Infal East District. The said IED was discovered by Chaurajit's family members. It was not known who actually planted the bomb. Soon after receiving the information, a team of Irilbung police is deputed to conduct the area of a bombed expert retrieved the suspected IED with jammer. Later, the bomb was disposed of safely at the foothill of Awangching at 1:50 a.m. Pradhan claimed that no individual or any organization has threatened him. However, it is suspected that some people may have carried out the act in connection with the upcoming Panchayat election. Public Youth Development Club PYDC new building, which was constructed under State Finance Commission SFC 2020 to 2021 by Khangabok Jila Parisad member KH Rajmohan for the people of Khangabok Kuno Lekai at Khangabok Part 3, was inaugurated and handed over to club volunteer. PYDC founder President L. Ibungo Kuman and senior citizen KH Ningkemjao attended the function. Jila Parisad member KH Rajmohan said the club was built under the State Finance Commission SFC after the proposal was brought to him by the youth and the elders of the village. He also saw gratitude towards the ministry, villager and club organization for helping in that project. As a part of war on drugs, Jiribam police in a drive seized contraband material which are used in making alcohol from Lungrezang, Kalinagar yesterday at around 5 p.m. in the evening. Two teams of Jiribam police led by Jiribam Commando Unit DSPS Gaurachan under the supervision of SP KSH Ravikumar seized the items. At around 1 p.m. in the evening, the items were disposed today at Chingdon Lekai of Jiribam Municipal Council Solid Waste Management Processing Site in presence of ASI and Surat Singh, JMC Sanitary Inspector M. Brajagopal Singh and personnel of District Police Jiribam including media persons. Draupadi Murmu took oath as the 15th President of India in the Central Hall of the Parliament by Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana today. Addressing at the nation, she stated that she was honored to take charge as a time India is completing 75 years of independence, where she was the first president to be born in independent India. In today's swearing ceremony, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, along with other leaders and ministers, were also present. Prime Minister Narendra Modi wished the President for her tenure and said after taking oath, her presidential address gave a message of hope and compassion to everyone. Murmu is in Parliament said, reaching the presidential post is not my personal achievement, it is the achievement of every poor in India. My election is evidence that the poor in India cannot just dream but also fulfill those dreams. Now let's take a short break, keep watching.
Pony TV na makhal mathel gi thoram sing sandoktuda miyam gi seba tawjari masida hena mai pak na bagi dama Pony TV ki YouTube channel amadi Facebook page ta like amadi subscribe tawbiro loina na MCTV ki channel number 988 amadi ISCOM gi channel number 142 da miyam na meeting tabiduna mapung faba channel ama ohenbiyo
hena mai pak channel ama oina bagi dama Pony TV ki contact number 9362511104 da contact tawbiro Makada pijariba contact number natraga email asida miyamna suggestion pibiraknaba hajari
miyam gi suggestion bu khaurangna ngaijari
Welcome after the break. 8 people died and nearly 20 were injured in a collision of double-decker buses on Uttar Pradesh Purvanchal Expressway at around 4:30 a.m. today. The injured have been admitted to CHC Hydergarh Community Hall Center, and 3 of the seriously injured have been referred to Trauma Center in Lucknow for treatment. The collision took place in Barabanki district, about 30 kilometers from Lucknow. As per the report, the bus coming from Sitamarhi in Bihar hit the stationary bus from behind near Narendrapur Madraha village. Both the buses were going to Delhi from Sitamarhi and Saupol in Bihar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief and said the state government is providing all possible help to the victims. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also extended condolences to the families of the victims who died in the accident. Liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) transporters across the state will begin an indefinite strike, which could result in a shortage of LPG cylinders for Assamese citizens in the upcoming days. A strike has been called by the Northeast Pack LPG Transporter Association (NEPTA), according to sources, because the Indian Oil Corporation Limited (IOCL) authorities have not complied with the association's demand. It may be mentioned that 7 LPG bottling plants of the state, the North Guwahati bottling plant, Tinsukia Gopanari bottling plants, Sarpara bottling plants, Bongaigaon bottling plants, Dimapur bottling plants, Silchar bottling plant, and Dulyanjan bottling plants will be shut down in support of the strike. Bijnor police station detained 2 brothers today for allegedly trying to incite communal conspiracy by vandalizing 3 shrines in the district. According to the report, the attackers also set ablaze several holy chadars used at the mazars. All 3 of the mazars, which were damaged by the accused, fall under the Serkot police station area of Bijnor. The arrested men have been identified as Muhammad Kamal, age 35, and his brother Muhammad Adil, age 23. The arrested men have been booked on Section 7 of the Criminal Law Amendment Act. Officials from the Intelligence Bureau and Anti-Terrorist Squad (ATS) are questioning them about the motives and trying to verify if they are associated with any organization or acted independently. A senior police official said that the incident shows attempts were met to disturb the atmosphere amid the Kanwar Yatra, and that directions have been issued the police to be more vigilant. The second edition of the Northeast India Festival will be held in Bangkok on July 30 and July 31st to celebrate the 75th year of India's diplomatic relationship with Thailand. The support from India Embassy in Bangkok and various northeastern state governments. Northeast Festival India is organized by Socio-Cultural Trust and Trend MMS. Around 30 MSME entrepreneurs will present items from the Northeast in a significant exhibition of state governments of northeastern state, with an emphasis on tea, craft, agro-horti product, tourism, etc. The second edition of the Northeast Festival will start with an inaugural session on July 29 at Centara Grand Hotel in Bangkok, said a statement. Meghalaya Chief Minister Kongrap Sangma, Nagaland CM Nephew Rio, Arunachal Pradesh Deputy CM Chauna Main, besides a host of ministers, bureaucrats, top industrialists, and influencers of Thailand will be present in the session. India recorded a total of 16,866 fresh COVID cases, along with 41 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours, bringing the country's overall COVID tally to 4,39,05,621. According to the data shared by the Union Health Ministry, 18,148 has been recovered in the last 24 hours in India. The total death toll in India stands at 5,26,074 of the 41 deaths reported in last 24 hours in the country. 13 were from Kerala, 6 from Maharashtra and West Bengal, 4 from Punjab, 2 each from Delhi and Sikkim, and 1 each from Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Manipur, Nagaland, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh and Tripura. With the Delhi positivity rate crossing 7% again after a gap of 168 days, the total active cases stands at 1,50,877 in the country. The recovery rate is recorded at 98.46% as per the data. According to the Health Ministry, 202.17 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccine has been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Before we wind up, the top stories once again. 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly begins its second monsoon session today. AMSU stages protest demanding appointment of regular registered controller of BMU. Bomb found planted at the residential gate of Kerala GP Pradhan Khangabam Chaurajit last evening. India records 16,866 fresh COVID cases along with 41 fatalities due to the infection in the past 24 hours. That's the end of today's bulletin. Thank you for watching.